The American bullfrog.
God damn it, though, here we go again. You know what I'm saying? Hey, don't be worrying about what's going on right here. You know what I'm saying? The situation is going to be handled. That's why it's right here. So we just going to roll with it. You know what I'm talking about? Reds win. See what it is, man? I ain't trying to have y'all all in my closet like that. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't got the bed made up. So we're going to go closet right now. Because I've been moving around. And I finally get a chance to sit still. I was going to go live around the 7th inning, but it didn't quite go accordingly, you know what I'm saying, because I still had some moves to make, you know what I'm saying, to finish up doing it. And by the time I did get here, I think the first pitch had just started at 4:10. I got here at 4:15, and so I had to go, you know, get dressed. I obviously see from earlier videos, switched up. Trying to do something over here real quick. Reds win 7-2. Oh, say so they cut the post game off. The news gonna show it though. Forgot they showing it on Channel 5, but the game is typically televised on Bally's Sports. But Channel 5 held it down today. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, we got to get to talking some shit. As soon as I get that sauce. And again, disregard. Well, you can't disregard because it's obvious, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I gotta let it heal. I mean, why don't you just wait till we're here before you went live? Fuck all that. Imperfections, man. Imperfections.
That was fighting for a playoff spot all the way until the last week of the 2023 season. Thanks for joining us. I'm Sheree.
And I like already want to know and want to start. There's a lot to get to, including podium right now. The winning streak is breaking montage.
Montage, boy. Told you he was going 5+. Frankie, a brother too. You know what I'm saying? Okay, well, he looked like a brother, you know what I'm saying? But he, I guess, a Dominican. But he looked like a brother.
And live up to, say, like, the expectations. We all knew what he could do. You know, he can hit, he rakes. You know, and for him to go out there and hit 2 pumps, like, nothing but really happy about it.
I actually was trying to set up the stats. You know what I'm saying? Innings and stuff like that. But again, I was trying to pressure to get live between the 7th and the 9th inning, and I just got myself together right when the inning ended. Trying to fix some shit up, but you know what I'm saying? Reds beat the Nationals 8-2. I forgot they did add another run late. You know what I'm saying? So again, that's another reason probably why I didn't get it live, because I was too busy caught up in that. But the winning pitcher right here speaking right now, Montas. The losing pitcher for the I think it's Jay Gray, whatever his name is, for Washington. 2 home runs, 5 RBIs is a headline already. Nick Martini goes deep in his first 2 at bats of the season to put the Reds up big. And his name, you know, especially with the other guy getting caught up with the PEDs and stuff like that, can't think his name off right off top. But for Martini to come in and step in, I know a lot of people who follow baseball more than I do were having high hopes for him and stuff like that. Just to sum it all up, I got high hopes for all my Reds players.
Yeah, a lot of things kind of like.
I'm gonna take a sip on that.
This was my 100th start in the big leagues.
Montas had his 100th start as a Red. That's what's up, and he got a win on top of that 100th start. But I'm gonna break down the innings here as far as scoring. They had back-to-back innings where they really helped them get a 7-run lead. So we're gonna go here to the stats. I should have went to the Google, but this will do.
Again, we're gonna do highlights and all kinds of things, but one of the stars of the game, Martini, started up with a couple of home runs. He's there. Right
Salute to anybody watching. You know what I'm saying, hope you having a blessed day, blessed week, blessed year, blessed life. Let's do it.
This city is a lot of fun.
Shout out to my man, that Spence right there. No, Spence got hurt. Well, he didn't get hurt. Don't say he got hit by a pitch in the head.
In the middle of the plate and was able to get a good one on.
Oh no, that's Martini.
Slider. Yeah, I kind of felt it, especially after the second one.
Fair use.
You know how loud it got, and
no WLWT and whoever else gonna be on some bullshit. But the man of the hour, Martini,
I think it
is at the podium.
like nothing. Even the first at bat, I had so much adrenaline because this place was packed out, and it was just awesome to see. It's amazing. It was, yeah, it was. It felt unbelievable. That one I knew. It was just an incredible feeling. Yeah, when he told me I made the team, it was kind of hard to react at the time.
And he was the designated hitter. I was explaining to my people about that, how the National League added DH. Usually the only time they added DH in the past was, if I'm not mistaken, is when the NL and the AL meet up. By default, the AL already has DH. That's just natural for them. But I think the past season or two, they added DH into the National League, no sense, because again, the reason why they do that is to preserve your pitcher. That way, your pitcher don't have to go back. Typically, the pitcher has to he a part of the 9, so he usually is in the 9th spot. So he's gonna hit, have a bat last. But when I add the DH, it's add another player, take your pitcher out so you can preserve him. At least that's my understanding of it. You know what I'm saying? So he was the Nick Martini hit 2 home runs, and he was the designated hitter. So he was in the lineup. You know what I'm saying? But not really. I don't know. I'm trying to make sense of it too. Yeah. Move swinging, here we go. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's here for a purpose. It's healing what it needs to heal. You know what I'm saying? Instead of having it up here and y'all looking like, ugh. You know what I'm damn it. And one about to stop from getting on here and doing this stream.
What kind of team we have, and having him there, and the amount of barrels he can put on balls gives me confidence in behind him for sure.
Shout out to my man Ellie, man. I don't think he had a hit, but he got on base twice. I'm about to go to the stats. I wanted to hear what my man the man at our Martini had to say. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers be having doubts about these Reds because I think they went like 10-14 or some bullshit in spring training. I ain't no baseball fan like that, but I know better than to worry about some spring training. See, Winker got him. Oh, got him. Oh, Red. Show some highlights. Spence. Everybody's wondering if Spence is going to be able to bounce back and do some things. 1-0. Martini. That was in the bottom of the second. 2-1. 2-1 pitch.
And the Viking helmet back out. Yep, they're doing that again. That's the celebration. Next inning. Reds bat.
That's our shit, nigga. Viking helmets, nigga. Shout out to Bob Marley back there. Look at Fraley. I asked for 4 runs. I predicted 4-2. Nationals cover day 2. But the Reds put +4 on me, you know what I'm saying? So it's all good. I'll take the double. I'll take the bonus runs, you know what I'm saying? I wanted a 4-2-1, a 4-2 win with the Reds in the dub column. And they gave me 8. 3 runs in the second, in the bottom of the second. The next inning in the bottom of the third, they put up a 4 spot. Pretty much held that for a minute. In the top of the second, they gave up 2 to the Nationals. I'm saying, okay. I know Reds fans was probably cringing and shit like that. I'm going to go through the comments and break that shit down. I'm about to troll you motherfuckers. And then we added another insurance round, you know what I'm saying, which we was cool, you know what I'm saying, in the bottom of the 8th to seal us with 8 runs, 10 hits, and we did have 1 error. Washington, 2 runs, 6 hits, no errors. And again, the winning pitcher is Montas, who was at the podium. The losing pitcher is Jay Gray for the Nationals.
Hard to get to this day, but also to pitch the whole season for us. So it was a great start.
We're gonna go at bats
Career start
for the Cincinnati Reds.
A pretty good sample of what he's able to do.
David Bell chopping it up. Bell stays. You know what I'm saying? That's my hashtag. Bell stays. Because he's from here. He played here. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is.
When he needed it, but he has a lot of weapons to get good hitters out from both sides.
At bats. India 1 hit, 4 at bats. So he went 1 for 4. Will Benson 1 for 4. CES, he went 0 for 4. So let me make sure I'm clear. You know what I'm saying? India 1 for 4. Benson 1 for 4. CES 0 for 4. Damn, I'm trying to learn motherfuckers' names, man. Oh, Candelero, I think he went 0 for 4. I remember seeing that because he was one of the last people that had back in the last innings. So Candelero go 0 for 4. Jake Fraley, Rake Fraley, you know what I'm saying? When he own. You know what I'm saying? 2 for 4. You know what I'm saying? You take that. Also scored 2 runs, 2 of the 8. And then you have Ellie De La Cruz. He did go 1 for 3. I think he was 0 for 1 at one point. I know he went 0 for 2 because he struck out. So he ended up going 0 for 2, but he ended up redeeming himself for 1 for 3. It's better than going 0 for 4. So he go 1 for 3, 2 runs, and he had a stolen base. You know what I'm saying? At the end of in the bottom of the 8th, I think it was. Spencer Steers, Spence. It's that guy. 2 for 3, 2 runs, and he had 2 RBIs. Martini, the man of the hour, he goes 2 for 4, 2 runs, and it's 2 home runs and 5 RBIs. He was getting guys in. So that's 5 runs right there. He batted in. And then our man Stevenson, you know what I'm saying, I know he had a couple of strikes. I know people was in the comments and shit and watching the game like, man, why they still got Stevenson, because he clutch when he clutch. It's baseball, 162 games. It ain't easy playing 9 innings every day. I wouldn't know though. 1 for 4 for Stevenson, and he had 1 run. He scored a run. Well, no, he didn't score a run. You know what I'm saying he knocked a run in, RBI. Montas, 6 innings pitched. You know what I'm saying? I was breaking it down to my brother last night as I'm learning the game, and they was even talking about it. Throwback guy was saying like, man, what happened to guys going 6, 7, 8 innings, stuff like that? They don't love the game like that no more. It's about the bag. But my man Montas, you know what I'm saying, his first start for the Reds, his 100th game as a MLB player, you know what I'm saying? But his 100th game with the Reds, 6 innings, 4 hits. He gave up 4 hits, and he struck out 4. 85 pitches, 53 strikeouts. That's a lot of strikeouts. That's a lot of strikeouts, nigga. At least for me, that is. Then we got then again, it's good to have relievers that can come in and don't blow the game. You know what I'm saying? E. Pegan came in for 1 inning. He gave up 2 hits and he gave up 2 earned runs. So that's where the 2 runs came in at. But he did strike a motherfucker out. And then to wrap it up, the hometown kid I just found out as I was watching the broadcast, played at Moeller, like Barry Larkin, who was on the broadcast commentating, along with Chris Welsh and my man John. I can't even say his last name, but he that dude. He the ball had a family. If you ever hear that sound bite, that clip, that's my man John. You know what I'm saying, that announcer that does announcement for the Reds. The ball had a family. But B. Suter comes in for 2 innings, gave up no hits, no runs, and struck out 4 of them. You know what I'm saying? To give your Cincinnati Reds, my Cincinnati Reds, the 100% win probability, you know what I'm saying? Final, Reds 8, Nationals 2, opening day. How about that? How about that?
We spoke pregame about your perspective this offseason. It's been a trying one
for you. Your 5-year-old daughter.
Got my man Jake Fraley up here talking live with the people.
Did you ever make eye contact with her as you're standing on base out there?
No, it's way too hard. You know, we have this many fans that show up for the game. It's kind of hard for that. But you know, I obviously knew that they were there, and you know, like you said, it's been a big perspective kind of whirlwind. You know, going into the season, and it's something that you know you can either use it to you know have a good.
Let me go eavesdrop in some lives.
And
see what's happening, man.
With the support of everybody around me, that's been tremendous, including the fans in the city. You know, I've been able to use that to my advantage, and I'm excited to be here.
We fools with you, Fraley.
Stay true to those. Now that you look at this
We fools with you.
the lineup today,
Go up in here, man. Talk some
how
smack.
does this team come together this year? What's the vision for this year?
Saying it earlier, everybody has a concept of us, everybody wrong. We know the guys that we have in this clubhouse. We know the talent that we have. We know what we can do every single night to just step out and do. I think we just got to do our job and again, prove ourselves.
I'll let you go on this one. The Viking himself is back. The back. Confirmed. How nice was it to put it to good use today?
Oh, yeah, man. I mean, Martini, he had a phenomenal day. To be able to see what he did, you know, it's not surprising to us. It might be surprising to some other people, but man, he's a stud. Man.
Your job today. So who's your daddy said wait till Saturday? Yeah, wait till Saturday.
Wear that helmet a few times today.
Jake, one more break. From the minors, Seattle, come out here. A lot of bigger cities have all these bright things. Cincinnati.
Fair use.
To have an experience like that, to perform like that,
Special, like
how will you look back on this one 5-10 years down the road? You know that you were a big piece of opening day 2024.
Cardinals lost 7-1
It's
to
going to
the
be a
Dodgers,
memory that's
so
cherished for the rest of my life.
Even a better way to
including
start.
for you know my wife and my kids too.
Well,
You know, my kids, as soon as they came, you know, and saw me after the game, they were super excited about everything they experienced with the parade.
Reading some of these comments
Seeing all the people
in a live stream that I'll be watching in the mornings.
You know, it's something that's going to be the rest of our lives for sure.
Hey, you worked for it. You have a home here. Congratulations.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thanks, Jake.
real quick, there is a significant.
We'll let you get back with the family. Thanks for hanging with us. We're gonna give it to Brent Suter, the Moeller alum who made his Reds debut on the mound.
Being lived out, just so thankful, and I had my family here and everything, and my brother flew in and all that, so it was just a really special day.
Well, algorithm-wise, and before we get into Tyson framing, which is something I want to talk about,
Definitely, yeah. You know, I just was, I don't show most that much out there, but I just thought the circumstances justified it. You know, just felt good, you know, making some 32 pitches out.
Yeah, motherfuckers talking about going 161-1, you know what I'm saying? Motherfucker called me a troll. Nobody does that. I'm gonna look in the history of it. I don't think that's ever been done. Not in 162. Brent Sutter up here. I got too much going on right now.
He's a good student so far.
They ain't talking about shit on here.
Working on keeping going. He's on spring break today. First day of spring break, so he is living it up for sure. Did you get to see the break? Yeah. He got a big fat head of my face. He was like holding in the window the whole time. It was great. A lot of pictures, and he got to sit next to Mr. C, Mr. Castellini, the whole parade, and it was a really special day for them too.
That's why I always say, listen to the players, man. It's one thing to have people have commentating who are more professional than me, you know, reporting on what they report on. But if the guys say they good and they healthy and they in it, you know what I'm saying? You know, they train to not be real. I would love them to come on my platform, you know what I'm saying, where they can keep it all the way real, you know what I'm saying? We have to sign some, not necessarily in the waivers, but whatever the team is, if they restricted to what they can't talk about, you know what I'm saying? But I don't want motherfuckers come and talk that shit. Because I'm a fan, no matter what. If we trade to get whoever, you know, most people who follow baseball more than me feel we should get. If we don't get them, we don't get them. Everybody said we should have made some moves last year. They said we should have made some moves last year during the trade deadline to get some pitching. because, like I said, we didn't have none of our starters that we have this year, like Hunter Green to start the year. Look at me hanging out. Yeah. Lodolo is healthy. As far as like the pitching and everything like that, you know what I'm saying? But to insert the new closer, I'm assuming he's gonna be the closer. He did well today, 4 strikeouts, you know what I'm saying? From the Natty, from Cincy. So it's always good to have somebody that's familiar with the atmosphere, you know what I'm saying, grew up watching the team like a Barry Larkin did, you know what I'm saying, ended up playing for us, went to Moeller, you know what I'm talking about? His brother did as well. Not to mention the great Joe Nuxall out of Hamilton, Ohio, but, he's played for the Reds, you know what I'm saying? I think he was the youngest pitcher at the time, 15 to start or to play. It's just like, I fuck with the Reds, man. You know what I'm saying? Win or lose, goddamn it. You know what I'm saying? 5-15 like they started last year. You know what I'm saying? God forbid they do that again this year. You know what I'm saying? But even if they do, you know what I'm saying? Go Reds, because they ripped off 12 during the middle of the season. Was able to climb up in the standings from last to first, literally. You know what I'm saying? I think at one point they was fluctuating right there with fourth and third. But then again, they stayed in the 5th place for the most spot. Started ripping off them runs. It was around the time where Ellie had stole 3 bases and 2 pitches. And then by the time the All-Star game came around, I'm saying they were in first place, 10 games above 500. I mean, you can't ask for more than that, especially when you having these projections in spring training of the previous year, saying they're only going to go win 64 or less games, because the previous year they only won 62. Somebody said earlier before the games started, and I was running my errands talking about how, because I was having this conversation with one of the brothers about how everybody ran Dusty up out of here. And I'm saying, but when we got Dave and Bill and then we started struggling, everybody was, we need Dusty, baby. We need Dusty, especially because Dusty was having success in Houston. You know what I'm saying? Cincy fans, man, is just like not consistent. Expect the worst, and when the worst happens, I told you, but then you still want to make excuses and try to double down on it when the Reds do well. Somebody in the comments says last year's bullpen was great. This year feels a bit more comfortable. I'll buy a bag of that. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm just not, in depth with baseball like most people are, you know what I'm saying? So I try to understand their passion. I have to troll you though, you know what I'm saying? Because you said this team wasn't going to be what they capable of being. You know what I'm saying? One series away from making the playoffs. One series. You know what I'm saying? They needed to win 2 out of those, 2 out of the 3. I don't know if they got swept or they only won 1, but they didn't win the series. I guess Trace must be talking some shit. I got it on mute, you know what I'm saying? But they were talking about he gonna get canceled, so he must be talking some shit. But I get it. This man, when the Reds wasn't winning, and again, these guys gamble. And that's another reason why I'm trying to understand the new money fans, because I'm an old money fan. You know what I'm saying? But anyhow, it was just like I'm just trying to understand their thought process, because they're young They don't know nothing about wire to wire like I do. You know what I'm saying? 1990. Man. Shout out to them red legs, man. You know what I'm saying? Like shit. Ain't nothing like winning that first one. Because like I said, it's like people could say it's only one game. Well, that's all we say when we lose the first one. And maybe we lose the second one, you know what I'm saying? And we 0-2 and shit like that. And you know, you don't get no more realer than this, man. I can edit this shit if I want to, but nah. I'm gonna keep this in. But you know, like I said, this same chat I'm looking at right now, you know what I'm saying, they didn't have no faith. So to see that comment to say that he feel more comfortable with the pitching, I understand that. You know what I'm saying, because you got your starters, man. Fuck this shit. This shit irritating, man. Let's see if I can find a better one to suit me. So we find a small one. All right, let's see what we can do right here. My man Jonathan India, man. Fair use.
It was a blast, man. The fans showed up. It's just, we played really well. Frankie Montas dealt today. And our hitters, man, Martini, 2 homers. Steer with a couple RBIs. Fairly good game. I mean, all through the lineup, great game. So it was a fun game for us.
You got to lead it off, though. Batting top of the order in this deep lineup that we've been talking
Jonathan India leading off.
What's the ceiling?
Led off. They was talking about should Ellie lead off.
What can this offense do?
We can steal bases, we get on base, extra base hits, homers. You see it all today. So, we're full potential, and we're ready to show it this year.
Pre-game, the pageantry, we're all there.
Young lady asked Jonathan India the rookie of the year, the same year that Jamar Chase won rookie of the year for the Bengals. Jonathan India won the rookie of the year for the Reds. We didn't do well. We didn't do anything, you know what I'm saying? But he did well enough, even with teams that were winning. He outplayed those guys in his position or the other rookies and got it. But she asked him, what did this team, what does he think this team can do? I said, look, we can get on base. You know what I'm saying? We can hit. You know what I'm saying? We can play defense. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm paraphrasing, you know what I'm saying? But for the most part, I'm saying, like, we relevant. You know what I'm saying? We can do some things, you know what I'm saying, as long as we believe. And that's what I took from it. He didn't say all that, but.
This year I was ready. I did it in spring training. But you know what? I got to be back in second, and I'm grateful.
John, in the big picture, you stuck with this club.
My man said he was grateful that he get to play his natural position. But he was willing, because that was one of the things, fans and everything, you know what I'm saying, maybe it was just talking points in the national media, like with MLB and stuff like that, like, well, maybe he should consider moving up, and especially when you got all them prospects in the farm system that you want to bring up, where they going to play? I mean, India, you know what I'm saying, like, what you going to do with India, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then people start suggesting him play the outfield. They signed him. They extended his contract. You know what I'm saying? Rightfully so, rookie of the year. And I think he's been playing well. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I fuck with you, I fool with you. I'm a Reds fan. When I fool with you, I fool with you. You know what I'm saying? Indian type of guy. It seems like he want to be here. You know what I'm saying? And it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to, and if you get comfortable in a place, you want to try to be there your whole career if possible, like a Joey Votto. Even though we didn't have much success with him, you know what I'm saying? We did make the postseason, but no wins. But, that was a good memory, like for us with the 1990 the wire to wire. You know what I'm saying, with the 76 75 big red machine. You know what I'm saying, like you got your generations, your time. But he said he was willing to if he needed to play multiple positions, he was up for it. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I said listen to the players, because I heard that talk. And then motherfuckers want to get mad because they said basically he said that he wasn't with it. I guess at that time, but then again, like why? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. You know what I'm saying? You just may not need to bring them guys up just yet. You know what I'm saying? But you don't ever want to throw a guy out of his rhythm. Because you got time to work on your craft through 162 of them. Like I said, you get your spring training. You know what I'm saying, to work out the rust. But then when you get into live action, when it counts, yeah, guys gonna do what it is. Somebody want to ask, will Sutter challenge Diaz for closer? How come they both can't close? Sometimes you go extra innings. I'm saying sometimes you go beyond nine innings. It's not necessarily about. I mean, I guess it is competition, but if you can keep them both on the roster, keep them both fresh. You know what I'm saying? Keep them both. You know what I'm saying? You know, doing what them pitchers do. You know what I'm saying? Like shit. Ain't no. I mean, Diaz was the truth. You know what I'm saying? Like yeah, Diaz fell off in the sense of I think he had led the league at one point with the most saves. I just somebody say 1990 was the first year they was a Reds fan. I get it. Because it's probably when I started really, really paying attention to them. You know what I'm saying? Like I always had like Ohio State stuff. Like my mom, my people from Ohio, you know what I'm saying? My mom from Canton, Ohio, you know what I'm saying? So Ohio State, you know what I'm saying, is big up there in that Cleveland, Canton area, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Even though Columbus is only like 200 miles away from the Natty. I stayed in Barry Larkin cartoon. I stayed in the Nasty Boys, you know what I'm saying? I stayed in Eric Davis. You know what I'm saying? Rob Dibble and stuff like that, little cartoon shirts they used to sell at Marshalls and all that shit back in the day. You know what I'm saying? I stayed in that shit. I was at not really following baseball like that, but I get out there and play that shit because I'm a sports fan. So I play that shit just because, you know, I'm competitive. Motherfucker said 357 people want should be buying a membership. Nah, I mean, it's cool. I consider the buying a membership, but I don't like the company, you know what I'm saying, that I keep in this particular chat. I'll pull up, but I ain't gonna have no green font. One day I might throw him a $2 super chat or some shit like that. Dude owe me a super chat because he called me ranting with a motherfucker in the chat room last year during a game or after a game. And I was just basically, again, just being logical, just stating the shit, you know what I'm saying, because I pay attention, you know what I'm saying, I'm watching shit. Like, this is some shit that I'll pay attention to and I'll do some content on it if it allows for that. But dude right here, that's the boss of this particular company, was like, hey, Lakers, you know what I'm saying? What's going on, man? Like, want me to send you a super chat? I'm like, shit, I'll take a super chat. I had a channel, but I wasn't on it like that too, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't present it either. But I was like, yeah, give me a super chat. And I was fucking with him like a week ago about like, hey man, you still owe me a super chat. But for the simple fact, you know, I'm in the chat, you know what I'm saying, but I might not be commenting as much, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of times I'm just trying to understand where people are coming from. What can you actually do? Like I asked bro last night, do the fans really want that power to have control of who we bring to this team? Because I'm curious about how passionate are y'all really about this team? Like Tyler Stevenson right now, who's getting interviewed, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, he went 1 for 4, you know what I'm saying? And basically everybody was talking about he's not a good catcher. But dude can hit. Like, you think about Johnny Bench, who can hit. He was a dope ass catcher. I ain't trying to compare him to Johnny Bench or nothing like that, you know what I'm saying? But I was thinking about Ryan Hennigan. But I was thinking about I was trying to think about a picture that we had. We was talking about no hitters and complete games, and I was trying to think about who was the most recent pitcher. I can Google that shit, you know what I'm saying? But I just be trying to use my you know what I'm saying, my brain. But I fuck with Tyler Stevenson, man. Like I'm a Reds fan, you know what I'm saying? So if you down, if you here and you want to be here, I know baseball is different from most sports. How they do their contracts and how they do rosters and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? It's different. Like I said, I don't play chess, never played it, but just understanding the concepts of the game, that's baseball. Baseball is chess. You ain't gonna have Montas out there tomorrow night, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be Hunter Green out there, you know what I'm saying? Because you gotta play the matchups. They probably have the Nationals may tweak their lineup, or they might still have the same motherfuckers. Okay, Montas got us. Let's see if Hunter Green can get the same lineup. And if Hunter Green come out on Saturday and have that same have a winning outing, just because, and again, I understand fans, you know what I'm saying, but I try to not to be too negative, you know what I'm saying, but if Hunter can give me 4 Give me 5 innings, Hunter. If Hunter can give me 5, he has done it. But somebody came in behind him and blew the lead. If Hunter can get me 4 or 5 innings, just because we know he had the Tommy John surgery and all that, you know what I'm saying? And he, you know what I mean? And he young, but he young though, young as hell. Barely legal. But then again, the bullpen got to do their job. Motherfuckers talking shit about who is this Votto you speak of. Don't do Joey like that. Y'all was hoping that he would get to go home to Toronto and play for his home squad. He gave you all these years, and that's how y'all want to send him off. He came back. As they was talking about trying to bring a lot of the young prospects up, like the Ellie Data Cruises, the Steers, the McLeans, and stuff like that, speedy recovery to McLean. Joey was also hurt. But as those guys were coming up, Joey ended up coming back up. People was wondering like, oh, man, the chemistry. Man, Joey came up, man, his first game back after being injured and showed out. Go ahead and look that shit back up. Joey Votto's return in 2023. Returned back to the Reds off of injury in 2023. He did well. First baseman, you know what I'm saying? Did well. National League MVP in 2010. I got that magazine still at Sports Illustrated somewhere. But I bought that shit. And that's a Reds fan. These motherfuckers that know the game more than I do, what I'm saying? But y'all don't fuck with them, I'm saying? Because y'all too busy trying to rework the past. Like, Dusty Baker pulls people too early. You keep them in too late, don't see they get rocked. Then you say that you kept them in too long. I didn't even hear the intro, you know what I'm saying, but I just said no, just to contribute to the poll. And one day I have polls. Do you like the long intro? I listened to it, but I didn't. Mars Shot. Jim Scott, that's what I did. I don't know why I did that. You know what I'm saying? They had put the name up there. Jim Scott, 700 WLW. I should have known that's what that was, 700. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking like, damn. But it's a guy out here that's employed. He's a Cubs fan. They shitting on him right now. My man done threw up the what you call the Nick Cage pillow. It's one of them fade pillows and stuff like that. You know, so you rub on it and then fade and come back. Because the guy name is Nick, you know what I'm saying, but he just happened to have a Nick Cage pillow. That's his bit, I guess. Maybe because I'm doing my own thing. Because I wanted to troll them, so I wanted to just see people complaining. That's what I anticipated, you know what I'm saying, because that's all it was through spring training. I think the Reds was above 500 at one point in spring training, you know what I'm saying, but then they started dropping games. I mean, it's just training, man. They're getting the work in, they're getting the kinks out. That's his bid at the end of the show to dunk the basketball. You know what I'm saying? That's cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm picking up pointers. I'm gonna take what I can use and I'm gonna leave without me seeming like I'm trying to mock people. I don't have any sponsors. I don't anticipate getting any sponsors like that. You know what I'm saying? Not to the point to where, like, you know, I shouldn't curse so much, you know what I'm saying? But that's just natural. But don't control how I spew my content. You understand me? But we're gonna get up out of here as everybody else get up out of here. You know what I'm saying, at least with this particular feed I'm watching. Then I'm gonna go watch some highlights. You know what I'm saying, you know, watch some post game reports and stuff like that. I mean, in and out, but I wanted to tune in to the audience that I don't have. But when you're watching the playback, like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, leave some suggestions. You know what I'm saying? I'm new to this. And I'm definitely true to this, you know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, I've been doing stuff like this. You know what I'm saying? This is just a more updated version of what we used to do back in the day. Like I said, different cuts. Y'all call them mixtapes. This is your main man, Ohio Lakers, a.k.a. Will C., a.k.a. the brother you love to hate, but you ain't got to. We up through until the next time. Reds win 8-2, opening day. Let's get it. Blessings. Love y'all. Smoke one.